Yo, hey man, say man, how's your day, man? It's Trevor Trade Geo coming out with another video, man. We about to go ahead and get up into this video, man. It's Monday, November the 3rd. Get into these charts, man. I ain't about to waste y'all time because I don't want you wasting mine. Oh, oh, oh. Yes, sir, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not feeling it today. I'm just not, bro. It's not really my best day. I'm human. We gonna keep it a buck at all times, man. Ain't gonna never lie to y'all. Try my best not to. Matter of fact, we not doing it. It's not the best day for me. Just feelings wise, the chart's doing what it's supposed to do, but we gonna get into these charts, man. Um, we all know internals to externals is the algorithm that the market is running off of, external and internal liquidity, right? So as you see, we have a 2-hour internal liquidity, and I marked up this 4-hour, but I'm not necessarily, I don't think that this was a valid inversion anymore. You guys let me know in the comments below if you think this is a valid inversion. I mean, this candle itself made it weird because of where it started, right? And then we had to pull through. So I don't know if this is valid or not, but I marked it. And that's the reasoning why I, in a sense, let this sell go. But I did mark it up because it was kind of obvious. But due to the PMI that came out today, I just kind of stayed away from it and just waited till PMI, after PMI, right? So external high being at 9 a.m. The external low for the 2-minute being at 8:50. And as you can see, the body ends right here for this 9 a.m. candle. And we have candles that passes the body of this candle, but it doesn't pass the wick. So you cannot mark that as a new high. The body has to go above the wick, right? In regards to breaking structures or breaks, right? So 9:30 did not break the external high. It was 9:32 that gave us a real weak break to the upside. Okay, came in contact with this 2-hour. So breaker structure after 9:30, contact with high time frame internal, then reaction out of that. It gave us that. I marked it up for 75 points. Like I said, I let this trade go. And if you guys been watching me, you know I don't mind letting trades go because I'm still going to get mine on the back end. But this was a pretty good trade. Damn near 200 points. So I'm not too happy about that. But we still made our money today. So just take our W and go about our day. Come back tomorrow. Execute on an even greater level, right? So broke structure to the upside at 9:32 on the 2-minute time frame. Came in contact with this 2-hour internal. If you guys want to have a look at this 2-hour internal, what is it? Internal fair value gap, inverted fair value gap. What are fair value gaps? 3 candle pattern, 1, 2, 3, with a relationship between the first and the third, making sure that there's an opening, right? So if you look here, 1, 2, 3, there's no opening. This wick passes that wick. 1, 2, 3. Between the first and the third, there's an opening. No matter how you count it, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 3, there's an opening. So that's a fair value gap, or an inverted fair value gap in this instance. 2-hour time frame. Every time frame has 2 objectives, internal and external. So that sell reacted off of 2-hour internal liquidity, broke structure to the downside, came in contact with the 4-hour. That's where you would probably run into a decision needing to be made by price action, and it broke again to the downside, letting you know that we're going to continue going that way. So if you were scared coming into this internal, you still would have been able to pull 52 points, right? Which is good because I was trading at $6 a point today. So you would have made like $300. 6 times 5, we know our timetables. Okay, so what I did was, being that I missed that beautiful trade, and it made sense, right? I marked it out to 75 points. Of course, you see it being hit, but it made sense. Remember, sales jumping off cliffs. Does that not look like a cliff to jump off, like skydiving, right? And then buys, climbing the mountain. As you can see, once we touched the daily internal, we started going ahead and getting up this mountain. And if I do it like that, you can see it better. We started climbing that mountain. Now, I did not enter off the 2-minute, even though I could have, because it was way cleaner. This was the ECBOS. And what is the ECBOS? External crossing break of structure. It's really a short-term break of structure, but it breaks, right? Because this is the external low at 1026. This is the external high on the 2-minute at 1020. The external low was crossed by a wick, but not displaced below, right? And then what we did was break the short-term high. This is a lower high, short-term lower high. It's not lower high yet because a new low hasn't been put in, but it's a short-term high. So external crossing, EC, BOS, break of that structure, and then you see it gave us. Now, where I entered on is the 1-minute time frame. I came down to a 1-minute time frame. As you can see, it got a little messy because not only did it get solidified but at 1027, it broke to the downside, solidified again, making this the high, making this the low. It broke again. So one could have been trapped in that and decided to get in the sell, and you would have been taken out. So I waited. I just knew that I mean, it's the daily internal, man. That's a pretty high internal. That's a high level liquidity. So I just waited for the reaction, contact, reaction, execution. So external high, external low, break of structure to the upside, and then I got about 59 points. All right, so we started coming up. I risked 28 points for 103. Did I get all of it? No. Where was it that it came back and took me down? So right here, I believe, because I know I'd be having it like way out here, but it's so it doesn't get in my way and I can keep track of where price is. So we came about right here, kept going up. When we got right here, I moved my stop loss, right? And then of course, boom, it took me out. So 59 points, $6 a point. I don't really have to tell you how much that is, just do the math. So like I said, it wasn't really the best day. Sick and all that stuff, just not really feeling it. It's a Monday, a true Monday, but we had news. So, we got it done. We made it out another day, preserved our capital, made some money. And yeah, tomorrow we're gonna have a better day. It was a rough little start to the week. I didn't even wake up until probably 9:20. I think I woke up at like 9:20, bro. I was not feeling it at all, right? But we made it happen. I'm not really too happy about missing this, because I could have made $1,200 today, right? Almost, like 11 something. Could have made like 11 something. So, but we still made it out. We still in. To be honest, it looked like that TP is gonna get hit. And if you're wondering, like, how do you okay, when you're putting your take profit, how do you know where to take your take profit? Well, I mean, it's really just based off the levels, right? Because I'm looking at the peaks of said mountain that we spoke on in regards to how to find or what to visualize for the visual learners, right? Buys, climbing mountains, sells, jumping off cliffs. So if I'm in the buy, I'm looking at all the points of this mountain that would resemble a peak of a mountain, right? And that's where I would have my take profit. But it has to make sense, right? We have a 4-hour right here. We entered in right here. So if you wanted to, once you entered in right here, well, I entered in a little earlier because of the momentum, you could target this peak, which gives you 57 points. That's over $300 for what I was trading with today, right? It's a 4-hour, so maybe you expect a reaction, which it did give you reaction, right? Or you can say, okay, well, this is the daily, so most likely this isn't going to make us go back down, but it will slow us down, which it did, right? We came up about 40, 50 points, and then was turned back around, came up again, contact, reaction, and we kept doing it until this 4-hour gave in. But remember, the daily is bigger than the 4-hour. So this is higher time frame alignment, right? So if we are expecting this to give in, then the next peak would be right here, which is 102 points. And as you can see, we're going for that right now, actually. I'm pretty sure we're about to go ahead and take that out. And then maybe react out of this and go back down, bounce, to go back up. So you have buys, entered in a buy, 1 peak, 2 peak, 3 peak. And then, of course, if you want to get spiffy with it, you can try to catch all that. But, man, 50, 60, 70 points, 100 points is more than enough. don't be greedy, because again, if you were walking down the street, say you were coming out of like Target or something, or the mall, and you seen $200 on the ground or $300 on the ground, you're not going to like just walk past that. So don't do that on the charts. If you're up $300 and it makes sense in regard to your risk to reward, again, 28-point stop loss for 103, 28-point stop loss for 59. So 2 points away from 30, right? 1 point away from 60, almost a 1 to 2 when it comes to risk to reward. Your trades have to make sense. Again, don't leave money on the table, man. When it gives it to you, take it and live to fight another day, right? Because we're trying to snowball these accounts, and the snowball method does work. Okay, yeah, you 100 a day, 200 a day, 300 a day. You think it's nothing, then next thing you know, you're working with a $12,000 account. I've done it multiple times. I'm telling you. So when you have money on the table, make sure you take it out, man. And yeah, man, that's the trading day for me, man. Like I said, I'm gonna always be honest with you, because trading is 10% charts, 90% psychological. The psyche was there today, but I just wasn't feeling it, man. I just a little down, but we still came in and did what we were supposed to do. So, hey, man, I know you're having a great day, man. It's Favorite Trader G. Will come back with another video, man. If you guys want to learn how to trade like this, man, link in the bio. Access to the free Discord, neverquitexceed.com. Become a profit titan, man. Yes, sir.